energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. We're known for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. All shine, now we gon' lay up. Nothing just as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, count it up.
So I've been trying to explain this stupid idea for the better half of the last year. And if you've been watching me live stream for a bit, you've probably realized that I've already explained all this stuff a million times and you've heard me say it till I'm blue in the face, but I feel like every time I try to explain it to people, it just sounds like it's crazy. And it might be why I've ran into so many hurdles trying to make it happen. And as I found, I have a way harder time talking to people in person than I do talking to a camera. But for those of you who are pretty impatient and don't want to sit around listening to me babble about how I got here, I'll just explain it really quick here in the beginning of the video. So what I'm trying to accomplish for my end goal is really to test the capabilities of my live streaming system. If you're new here and you don't really know anything about my channel, I do all sorts of type of content. I have playlists that have different types of content in it, and ultimately there's not just one thing that my channel's about, because I like uploading videos about everything that I'm into and what I do. So with that said, for about the past 3 years or so, I've been IRL live streaming. If you don't know what that is, that's basically where you just put a camera on yourself and you have it on live. I go on about my day and people get to watch and comment. And there's a lot of other things that you can do when you're IRL live streaming that can get a little bit more technical, but can make it a lot more interesting for the live stream. What I'm about to show you is probably not something that has never been done before. I'm assuming somebody else has probably tried this, and if they haven't, cool. Maybe you can at least take what I'm doing and maybe build on it and throw some ideas at me. You can leave a comment on the video. Let me know if there's other ideas you come up with after I show you this. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, so proof of concept. Let's try to see. I don't think it does. I think it might take a different SIM card. I don't think it's the same size SIM card that goes into the tablet, but holy shit, if this works, it would be great. Because I don't feel like paying for a data plan for my tablet to make this work. I don't think this is one of the little minis, right? So let's see what's inside the modem. Oh wait, it's too big. It won't fit. It's the wrong SIM card. Do you think my cell phone won't work, right? I would have to register that number or whatever.
What is going on, ho, Mr. DRO?
I'm trying to figure out how to do some stuff, some technical stuff. I'm having some trouble because I have old gear, like one of you guys said. Cellular data. It says it's got cellular data. It says roaming on personal hotspot. Dude, I think this might work. Holy shit. It's working! Let's see if it'll stream. Can we live stream? Can we live stream? Can we live stream? It's working! It's working! It's working! Come on. Come on. Pop up. It says it's working. Come on. There it is! It worked! It worked! Holy shit, guys.
Yeah.
Where's the camera, though? Move, camera. How much of a delay do we got? Yeah, it's working, bitches. I'm Smirt, S-M-E-R-T. I'm Smirt. Yo, I got it working, bitch. All right, now.
Balls, LOL.
I told you guys if I get this working, we're fucking taking liftoff outside. So I'm going to go put it down in my backyard, and I'm going to sit here out the window. We're gonna just fly the drone up in the air over my house and back down. I'm gonna land it because it's snowing. It's probably too windy to really fly it around, and it's too dark. You guys won't be able to see anything. But since I got this to fucking work, let's fucking do this shit. Why not? Okay. Thank you, by the way. Why isn't it? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see if the delay is shorter now. Okay, so now it's going up, but I don't see it yet. 2, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Okay, so 4 seconds. That's not that bad of a delay. All right, let me let it level out, and then I'm going to count again when I start. I want to know exactly how much delay we got here. 8. So that was 8 seconds before it started moving, and it kind of glitched a bit. So I wonder if the flight will be a little glitchy for you guys. So what I'm going to do is let me take the camera to a good setting. It's on auto right now. I think that should be fine. EV -2, we want to put that to...
is this the printer cam right on?
No, this isn't the printer cam, but I did have the printer cam earlier set up. This is the drone cam. You guys are looking out of my drone. Look.
No, I think it is just on a desk.
This is what you guys are looking through right now. I'm going to go put it outside and we're going to fly it, but I'm going to have it live streaming while you guys watch me fly it. See, so that's the problem with DJI right now, right? So DJI, oh, I shouldn't be pointing at that. Okay, so with DJI, like, you can live stream directly to Facebook or YouTube, and I'm sure it looks a lot better and it's not as glitchy as that is. That's all like latency and crap delay from, because it's going through my server and then to my OBS and then from my OBS to YouTube.
Oh, neat.
So it's like jumping through hoops to
Has
get
the print
both these
finished
cameras to work at the same time. And normally what you see is when people live stream from the DJI, you're looking directly out of the camera of the DJI
that's
like
a dope
this.
idea.
So you're usually, this is how, like, whenever you see anybody, Asian Andy or any of these other guys who use the Mavic to live stream, this is the view you're getting. You're getting the drone view, and then you're normally hearing the microphone from the controller. So so normally when people are live streaming, you're getting the audio from whatever the devices that they're live streaming from. So you're hearing them talk to the screen, and then you're watching the camera from the drone, right? But you never get to see the person flying the drone unless they turn the drone around, and then you're pointed to yourself. So yeah, you can get like, okay, so let's switch back. Okay, so the lag that I'm getting there, that's all just from my server lagging. I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's another thing that I'll fix eventually, but it's good because now you'll be able to watch me here at the computer flying the drone outside. That's what we're gonna go test out. And since I can watch the drone live through my camera here, yep, it looks fine. I should not have a problem flying it, as long as I'm not watching it through the stream, because then there'll be that lag and delay. Alright, well, I guess let's find out. I'm going to take it downstairs, so it's going to be a little bit of a delay for a second. Yeah, the drone footage delay is just because I've had this problem when I was live streaming using the live view. The live view was doing that same lag, so I know that it's not the drone and it's not the signal. It could be that I'm using my cell phone card, and my cell phone card is connected to, like, you know, the T-Mobile tower, and it's probably not live streaming to my server at the best bit rate. So it might be glitchy because of that as well. I'll have to figure it out, like I said. But for right now, it's working, even if it's a little glitchy. We can still see. We're gonna go fly it. I'm gonna bring it outside. I'm gonna open my window, and we'll see if we can get up in the air just above my house, and then we're gonna land it, and then we'll be done with it for tonight. Tomorrow during the day, when it's nice and sunny out, maybe I'll turn it on and we'll go for a flight, and we'll see if we can fix these server glitch issues or whatever's happening. Maybe the signal will be better during the day when it's not snowing. Let's go find out. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I have filters. Maybe I can put a filter on the lens so if it does get wet, I don't have to, like, scrub it to clean it. How's that look? Let's see. I think it should be fine. Yeah, it didn't make it really dark or anything. Alright, cool. I'm scared.
Fasten your seatbelts, folks. This is gonna be a bumpy ride, LOL.
The snow stopped and the wind is nice. It's clear. You guys ready for this shit? Just so you guys can see a little bit better of what's going on. Maybe I should make this the large one. And then we'll take my camera and we'll put it above, but we'll shrink it. So maybe I'll be right here. You guys ready? Are you guys all strapped in? Y'all wearing your seatbelts? Let's crash into something. We're not gonna go very far because I'm doing this out my window. I just want to see if it works and how glitchy it looks, because it looks like it's already glitching out
Ready.
a little bit. You ready? All right. 3, 2, 1.
Up, up, and away, woohoo, let's
Trust
go.
fall.
Weird.
Let's put some music on.
I am not strapped in.
Well, you better strap in, because we're going. There we go. This'll work. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to record this flight too.
Fly me to the moon.
You guys are hovering. You guys are hovering in my yard. Alright, let's go higher.
Dad butt. Booty butt. We have lift off. Let us get higher. Lagging.
Balls out there, fall.
We high AF. Clap signal will get it.
How's that? You guys are flying. Oh my god, this makes me so happy that this works.
Flats on the ground, i.e. I am dead DD.
I can't go too high because it's really windy and it's too dark for me to see what's going on. You guys want to see the moon?
Oh no 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 no. That's cool. LOL. Awesome man.
This is so cute. Glad to see you happy.
Moon. Hey. Yes, moon, please.
Can you guys see it? It's too dark.
Take us to the moon.
Alright, it's all good. I'm just gonna leave it. The moon's just covered by clouds right now. I'm waiting for it to open up. It's too windy.
Would be so cool, like you said, to launch it of a platform outside your window. Low FPS. We must break free from this hotel.
Okay, I'm trying to test it whether I'm recording or not, if that changes the FPS. Oh no, it is low FPS. It says 9 FPS. You guys think I can land it inside? I'm just kidding, I won't try that.
Possible. Bradley critical landing engaged.
Anything.
It's so windy, it's very hard to keep control. I thought it was a lot less windy than it is. Plus the air is cold, so it's really thin. How does that look?
You were safe, nice landing, pilot.
Oh yeah, it's just too glitchy with that low FPS. But we can save this. If I build my own drone that I can put this system on, like if I can put the live view on an actual drone and fly it around, like we can avoid this whole glitchy issue, because a live view can live stream at 60 frames a second with a mechanically stabilized lens, so it wouldn't have to have the gimbal, and we'd be fucking golden, and this would look sick. I can do this as soon as I can build my own drone. So this was just a proof of concept to make sure it works, and it fucking works. All right, I'm gonna land it.
DRO, please explain what your project is stated. The title, is it drone building?
No, so here it is, man. Okay, so
maybe the resolution is too high.
the point, no.
Or a door block.
Okay, so here's the problem. I'll explain the problem. Let me go get the drone out of the cold. Fuck yeah, guys, my idea worked. All right, normally when you pull out the battery and you touch a drone after it's been flying like that, everything is hot. The battery's a little warm, but everything on here is freezing cold. It started snowing again right now. Okay, so here's the thing. If you live stream from the DJI drone, you're never gonna get really good resolution and frame rate. The point is, if you're streaming at 720p from the drone to the server, you're limited by how much bitrate you can have and how much bandwidth you have, because I'm live streaming through my T-Mobile cell phone network. Okay, so my cell phone network caps me at my upload speeds, so I maybe have 2 megs a second up data rate on my phone, right? But I have a really high data rate down. I'll do a speed test right now just to be sure, and I'll explain to you the problem technically if you understand technical stuff. Let me get my data card back in my phone. God, these are such a pain in the ass.
What you're thinking of doing DRO, I don't think will work.
Of course it'll work. I just proved it'll work. Get in there.
It will work.
100% it'll work, because I just made it work. Let me make sure this is back on.
Tom, I would have with 1T, I've tried myself, depends how far he goes.
No, I'll explain it to you in a minute.
What distance you gonna be live streaming from?
3,000 feet is my goal. If I can do 3,000 feet, that's because I've seen people use their cell phones that high. So that's the end goal, is to try to do 3,000. But let me get my speed test so I can explain this to you properly. So right now I'm getting about 52, 56, 57 down. The down doesn't matter because the upload rate is what matters. Okay, it's 1, 2, something like that. It's jumping around. It's hitting 12, 13 megabytes per second, and this is on a good day, because usually it's like 2 depending on where I am. So at my house it's 13 megs up, but when I'm out like live streaming in public, I'm normally doing about, from my cell phone, it would be about 2 megabytes per second up, sometimes 5. When you live stream from a cell phone and you're connected to like the YouTube app, and you're trying to, like, any live stream, whether you're using Streamlabs, whether you're using the YouTube app, anything, it looks like dog shit when you're streaming from a phone. Even if you have it at 720p and you're connected to a Wi-Fi network, you're still getting like really bad quality from the phone in comparison to like a live view and like a Sony cam, because the Sony has the built-in stabilization in the lens that's mechanical. It's not something that's digitally done within software inside the camera. So that means that while that camera's moving around, it's stabilizing itself for real without having to use a gimbal and without having to use digital software on its own. So live streaming from the drone now we're live streaming directly to RTMP server, but I can also live stream directly to YouTube. If I'm live streaming through here, I have to have my data card in my tablet. It uses the Wi-Fi from my tablet to connect to the drone, to fly the drone and get the camera feed. It uses the data network from my cell phone to transfer that data for the video that it's shooting to YouTube, to Facebook, to my server, to wherever you want it to go. You're limited by how much T-Mobile, which is the card in my phone that I put in here, you're limited by how much bandwidth T-Mobile allows. Let's say, yeah, I got 13 on a good day, right? The drone still can't stream at high bit rate, and it's still not doing high frame rate, it's not doing high bit rate, it's not doing a high transfer speed to my network, nothing. So I was getting about 9 frames a second flying the drone and live streaming it. I think that has to do with the fact that it's using the cellular data network. So it has to dumb down the frames per second so that it can match up to be able to upload those images at 720p. Let's say if I'm shooting 720p at 30 frames a second, every second it's got to upload 30 pictures. Maybe the cell phone can't handle doing 30 pictures every second at 720p. It's too much for the cell phone card to handle. There's some kind of cap that T-Mobile puts on, and AT&T and everything else. Now, with all that said, the modem that I have, which is charging somewhere here, this modem here, okay, it's got a special card in it. It's not like a regular data card that you would just like call up AT&T and be like, yo, I need a fucking data card for a hotspot, and then they sell you one and you pay monthly for it. It's not like that. Somehow this card that I have is a special card that's able to bypass a couple of the restrictions on that, because when I'm checking on my network speeds on that card, I'm bypassing up to like 17, sometimes up to 25 megabytes a second up. That's unheard of for cell phone speeds. Like, no one needs that on their cell phone. It would be nice if it was faster. 5G is going to allow it to be faster, hopefully in the hundreds megabytes per second upload rate. With all that said, this modem is capable of allowing the camera to live stream at higher bit rates, right? That's one step. Fine. Why don't I just connect this to this? Well, we just found out it doesn't work because it's got to use the Wi-Fi, and you need to have the 3G directly on the tablet in order for it to work. So if I build a drone that has the capability of running the actual modem with a transcoder that's able to do 1080p at 60, just on this card alone, you don't need multiple modems, just one with that transcoder, 1080p at 60 on a drone is totally doable for a live stream. And not only that, but it also gives me the capability of live streaming myself flying the drone just like you guys watched, as opposed to you guys watching the live stream through the eyes of the drone only. If I live stream directly from this to YouTube, that's all you're going to see. Is you're going to watch my live stream, you're going to hear me talking through the tablet, and you're going to see the footage from the drone. If I build my own, I'm capable of having a camera on me. I could have a camera also on the freaking printer while I'm flying the drone, and I'm not even home. I could be out somewhere else, like in public, and I can just hook all of this up, and you guys would be able to switch. I'd be able to switch between all the cameras and everything, no matter whether I'm home or out or anything. This whole system would allow me to do that. Furthermore, this system would now not only be able to be strapped to a drone, I could strap the system to my dog. My dog can live stream. That's normal. We can do that now. That's fine. That's no biggie, right? You could strap this whole thing to a dog now and it would work just the same. However, with this system, with the way I have it working, I could legit have my camera on my shoulder and the camera on my dog, and we can both be live streaming at the same time through OBS, so you guys can watch her point of view and my point of view at the same time, just like the drone. Even above that, you could have race car drivers who strap, one to themselves, one on the back of the car, one to whatever. They already do this stuff, right? I've already seen them, but the way that they're doing is a little different than the way I'm doing it. The benefit of the way that I'm doing it is it allows for a live stream to also control things and also donate and also be a part of the whole thing. So like the live stream is watching, we can put the chat on the screen. If it was a drone, and I have it all working correctly, I could probably get the telemetry data all on the screen, so you could see like the altitude, the speed, like all of the stuff that I wanted to put like right up on the screen. And that could be the same for like race car drivers and everything. It would be such a more affordable system to do it this way than what they're doing now. If you go to like a NASCAR event and you look at the way that they're live streaming those events, it's way, way, way different. And they're hundreds of thousands of dollars in gear to make that kind of stuff happen. And it's understandable because they have way more professional looking stuff. But now anybody can do this. Anybody that makes, somewhat of a living can afford this whole system to do the same thing. And not only that, they can use the system to make money for the system to pay for itself. So the modem costs about $140 a month for the data plan on here. So like if you were live streaming whatever you're doing and being able to switch between cameras and all this, you have some cool events you're doing, then you can also be getting donations in for controlling stuff. So let me give you an example of that. I have another project that I just built with this whole system that it's going to be allowing the live stream to control lasers on servos to play with cats while no one's in the room. So when I go out hiking with Luna, for example, I could have a camera on the bottom of the screen, and any donation that comes in will turn on a little laser, and the laser will zoom around the room, and my cat can play with it, and you guys can watch that on the screen while I'm out doing other stuff. That could be a part of it if I wanted it to be. I've already tested it. I'm able to control all the scenes and everything through my cell phone. So if I'm out walking with Luna and I just want to turn on the camera real quick to my house so you guys can watch my cat and then donate to play with the laser or something, then you could essentially, I could click it on my phone and it would switch it. I don't have to be at my computer at home to do it. So now I thought about all this, and I'm going to put this whole live stream system with the lasers and everything inside of a cat adoption room at my friend's pet store, and it's going to be like the ultimate test once this is done. I kind of figured I'd probably better do it after the holidays when the craziness of everything is done. People will be able to watch the cats over the live stream, and if they see the personality of a cat they want to adopt, it would help adopt cats because people would be able to watch them and say, oh, that one's so cute, or that little kitten's so cute. I see it on the live stream. Let's go pick it up. We were looking to get a new cat, whatever. But if you're like, what's up with those cats? I want to see what their personality's like. And then you can like donate $1, to help the organization keep, adopting out cats and finding them homes instead of having to put them down. And then the money could go towards feeding the cats and maybe setting up the room to have cooler stuff in it for the cats to play with. Whatever. So the donations that come through and let people turn on these lasers or whatever, it could be other things too. We could even hook up a bubble machine to it that comes on with catnip bubbles, and then when the bubbles are going off, every time somebody donates like $10, a bunch of catnip bubbles come out and the cats go crazy trying to pop them. Then you get to see the personality of the cat, and you get to understand it. Is this a cat I want to adopt? Look at how it plays. Oh, this cat's an asshole. It keeps smacking the other cat. Maybe that's not the kind of cat we want. Maybe so it's like there's the fucking possibilities for all of this is doable. And yeah, Tommy, I know you're joking about like all talk, but I have proven it. I've already done these live streams. I went to the pet store and I set up the live stream there and I tested it out, right? The other night, I don't know if you were here in live stream or not, I set up the whole laser thing. I already made it and it worked. I tested it with the live stream. But instead of doing donations, I did it for free, and people could put in the command in the chat, kitty, and then as soon as they typed in kitty, the lasers would all start going. I already set it all up. I mean, it's not connected to my Arduino right now, but here's the gimbal. So it's not a finished build, but that's why I got the 3D printer, so that I can build the parts to put this together so it doesn't look like a fucking bomb in a fucking cat room, and obviously it's not going to be down where the cats can reach it, but I want to make it look nice when it's done. So I'm going to print a nice box for it and everything. It's going to look all professional. But anyway, here's how it works. I have an Arduino that's hooked up to it with code written to it that when the Arduino turns on, the servos move. There's 2 servos, so it made it kind of like a gimbal, right? So there's a laser on the end that I taped on, but I have 10 of them. So this is a little bracket that has a clip on it, and I'm making a little box with holes in it that I can put the lasers in, that maybe I can put like some sort of little heat sink or something around it just in case, even though these don't get hot. They're only like, they're very low milliwatt, and they're 5-volt lasers. They're very low, but it's enough for a cat to play with. So when the Arduino comes on, the code runs to make the laser go crazy, right? So if you have 10 of them on there, the 10 lasers are going to be zooming around on the floor. The way the chat controls it is the same way that you guys have been controlling my lights and the isolation room light. The isolation room was all a test to see if we can get this whole chat controlled thing working. Every single one of these little things that I'm doing, they're all steps to like a bigger project in the long run that I have in my head. But if all of this works, this is all going to be integrated together with like future projects. So then anyway, I have these smart plugs here, these white boxes. And the way that they work is when you send either a command or a donation through my live stream, it turns off whatever ones I set to turn off, turns on whatever. It could change the lights in my background on my wall. Here, I'll even do this to show you. I'm going to turn them on right now. Alright, yeah, so if chat comes on, it'll basically sound like that when you guys, or it'll look like that when you guys talk. Look. Okay, so now, if you guys want to shut off my main light, okay, see this light up here? That is on a smart control thing that you guys can control and turn on and off and all that. So I'm going to show you that in a second. Is chat not?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And I'm back again, surprise, LOL.
See, it's changing colors when you guys are talking. So it works, man. It all works. It all fucking works like I said it would. Why are you trying to deny me? As far as flying the drones go, I'm gonna do the Velocidrone thing for a little bit, because I'm practicing every day until I get it fucking down to a T, and I can go through any fucking gap without having to worry about whether or not I'm gonna crash. The problem I'm having is like I don't really know.
Yeah, charge it if you're flying tomorrow.
I don't really know the differences of. I don't know what drones can do what, and what size they have to be, and what the motors have to be. In order for me to do certain tricks and certain things. 3D print finished though, let's go check on it. Oh my god, I really hope this isn't messed up. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry if this thing is all fucked up. Because the last layers. Oh, it came out good. It came out good. Oh, I'm gonna stop my time lapse here. Look at it. Look at it.
Hey DRO, long time no see, how's Luna and that fluffy wee monkin' Valkyrie, has he taken over the world yet?
Alright, let's disable the steppers here. This looks good, man. Came out fucking good. Damn, and this was on the low resolution print quality too. I didn't even do the high, like, I didn't even do normal res. I went the lowest of the low. Hang on, I'm gonna have to mount the camera in order to get this out. And I don't really like lifting this too much because I don't want to create any balance lost on the leveling here.
Fresh off the broiler.
Ah, there we go. Okay, that's about as far as I need to go. Yeah, so this is to put my SD cards and USB drives all in, because like I have a whole bunch of them. So it's just like a little desk case for them. And there's a little bit of stringing in there, which isn't so bad, because I could just clip that right, or I could probably just push that right off with my finger. And this was the lowest resolution that printer prints in, so it actually came out really good quality for being low res. That's why you kind of see all these lines and everything in it. But it doesn't really matter, because it's just really going to stick on my desk. But I mean, that's not bad. That's my second full print item I've done. And that's really good for being just some bullshit item that I was just trying out. So let's see if everything fits. So like here's my Spectrum thing. Yeah, look, it sits right in there. I think it could be probably a little bit smaller smaller of a diameter hole, barely, but not really. I mean, does it really matter if it's fucking dangling in there? Not really. And then, hold on, because I have other ones. I have like a whole bunch of them I can put in here now. Because right now I have them all in this little storage box. So, like, I have all these batteries and all these, like, cards everywhere.
How does it feel like Xbox plastic, like CD case plastic?
It's like Lego
I need
plastic.
one of
It's
those
PLA.
to hold my bowls and lighters.
See, look. So now I can put all my SD cards in there, and this will keep everything stored pretty nicely. Ta-da! I just got to clean up some of these wires, but it's because I was charging everything earlier. But yeah, look, it fits. It's gonna be nice and pretty. I just have to glue it, well, not glue it down, but I'm gonna put some Velcro or something. I could put this anywhere though. No, it says no rain. So I think we're good. It looks like today's gonna be nice and clear. Let's see what the wind's like. 7 miles per hour, 6 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour. I think we're good. I'm glad everything is working and coming out the way that I want it to. It's just taking a lot of work and a lot of time to set everything up and make sure everything works the way it's supposed to. But thank you guys for coming along on that ride with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, fall as well. Let's put on chat here and let's try some cool stuff. This is all working. I'm losing light, so I'm going to try and do this as fast as I can. Give me 1 second while I just get everything set up here. I'm going to make sure my server and everything else is running, and then we'll just run outside and get started on this. This better work, because I did it last night, but I want to actually be able to show you guys how it looks, and I need to see what the frames per second looks like, because it was not, we weren't flying at anything above, you know, like 7 to 9 frames per second. This is the only thing that sucks. I don't have an extra card, so I have to use the one on my phone. So it's an old drone, so that's why it's not really capable of doing what I want it to do, but I'm going to build one that's going to be capable of doing what I need to, and I'm going to show you guys all of that whole build process on a video. What do I need? Just take this out, right?
Nice.
All right, I'll be right back. Let me get the music back on. Hold on, Luna. I'm coming. Yes, we see it. All right, let's do this. Still got a little bit of light. Sweet. All right, let me. Yeah, there's a big delay, but let me see. Yeah, it's streaming at 1 to 14 frames per second, so it's really bad. But I'm wondering if maybe we can take it up a notch by either using the real modem or using the. Yeah, it's really slow frame rate. I'm doing 10, 2.9, 11.8. It's like jumping around because it's using my T-Mobile card, and my T-Mobile can't really stream at high data rates. So if I had the card from my modem, it would work, but the card in my modem is a bigger size, so it doesn't fit in the iPad. So I have to find another device that can put the bigger card in, that can handle a better live stream than the iPad can. So let's just fly around. Let's see how I can do this. It's gonna be a little glitchy for you guys, but I'm gonna try and fix that. I am gonna record it, so let me go ahead and start recording, and let's just do a quick flight.
Just Google Maps screen.
I'm about 100 feet up in the air now. It's kind of on a delay, so I don't think you guys are seeing it. Oh yeah, it's lagging like a mofo. Because that's way behind. But that's okay. We'll get it to fix and catch up and all that. I'll work on it. But for now, I'm glad that this is even working. Yeah, we got a little bit of a delay. Okay, and we'll turn this off. And let me go ahead and switch this here. All right, cool. Let's put the camera back. So I know a couple things that needs to get worked on to make this thing work better. So it's gonna take me some playing around to make it all work. But the way that the DJI live streams, and like I said, I explain all this stuff on my video, but you guys will see it when I edit it all. The way that the DJI live streams is it takes the data plan from whatever device you're live streaming on, and it live streams off the data plan. The Wi-Fi is unusable for the Phantom 3 4K that I have. The reason why the Wi-Fi is unusable to live stream with is because it's using the Wi-Fi to control the drone. So if the drone had a way to be controlled by like radio, and then having the live stream system on the drone that I use for IRL, like my encoder and my camera and everything, that would allow you to use the modem for live streaming, so that you actually have the ability to live stream at like 1080p at 60 frames a second from a drone, whereas right now that was 720p at 30, and you saw it was like jumping from 1 frame a second to like 12. It never even matched 30 frames a second, and that's probably because my T-Mobile data plan cannot handle, you know, more than maybe 1.5 to 2 megabytes up per second. So that's not enough to do high def streams. Now I could probably stream directly from the DJI to YouTube, and it might look a little bit better, but it's still not going to be as good as my IRL system. So I'm going to build a drone that's going to, like, for those of you who haven't been here the past few times I streamed, you probably didn't hear this already, but I've been saying this a lot. My plan is to build a drone that can fly the system so that you can have not only FPV, not only chat controlled stuff, but also being able to live stream it while the chat is watching you fly. Because right now, the only way that you're going to watch any pilot fly a drone is if they turn the drone around and they face themselves like I did from my window and like point it to where it's going to look at me. And then you guys are going to see me flying the drone. But if I don't do that, you guys will never know what I'm doing. You'll just hear me from the microphone on this piece of shit. Whereas I can have like a professional microphone on me, like I could have, you know, one of these wireless mics on or something. I could attach it to my encoder, and you guys could have like perfect audio quality, not only coming from me speaking while I'm flying the remote and you guys are watching me fly, but then I have the other screen up where you guys are actually seeing the footage from the drone, and you will also be able to get audio from the drone. So even though you're hearing me talk and fly, if I fly next to like a train or something and it fucking choo-choos, you'll hear that shit, even though I'll be like far away. Another thing that I thought about last night, I was talking to my brother about this. He's got Mavic, I think. I know he upgraded his drone, which is why I got this one, because he let me have his old one. So I told him, with this capability, he could legit fly his drone at his house, like over his house, and I could be live streaming like this, talking to you guys, and I could put a little video clip of him flying wherever he is in the corner. So like, let's say he was like by some sick volcano or something, and he happened to have, you know, data signal, and he could live stream. He could essentially live stream directly from his drone to my live stream while you guys are watching, and he could call me on like Discord or on the phone or something, and then you guys can hear him having a conversation with me while he's flying the drone. And if the drone has audio from it, you would hear the audio from the drone that he's flying, even though he's in another state or he could be in another country or anything. As long as he's got data plan, he'd be able to live stream whatever he's flying to my computer. So that's how the way that it can all work together. And there's so much more that it's capable of doing if you get it all set up. Now, in the past, people were paying like mad fucking money to try to make this shit happen because the technology just wasn't there so far. So like, you know, you would go out and you would get, you know, a live streaming camera and everything. Even the drones, if you try to do it with those, they're all using the technology from the old school camera systems like CCTV. So you got people flying, you know, with like 4:3 video. You know, they're not even doing 16:9. It's not 720 or it's like 480p if that. Sometimes there's some 600 TVL cameras or 900 TVL cameras that they sell that are a little more expensive. You can also strap a GoPro to it, but you can't really live stream the same. Everything looks like trash right now, right? 2019, 2020 around the corner, we should be able to live stream at 1080p at 60 with no problem. But we got the problem of data caps from the phone companies who don't want to give people more than about 2 megs up. I don't know why. I don't know why the upload rate always has to be fucking capped. But I know for a fact that upload rate is capped because I have a second modem here who somehow bypasses that cap, and I'm able to live stream at about 17 megabytes per second with this thing when my cell phone can only do 2. Like, that makes no sense. My phone is capable with the processor and the graphics card in the phone, it's capable of doing at least 720p at 30, let's say, for live streaming IRL. But you live stream off of a cell phone, if you watched any IRL streamers, it looks like fucking dog shit. Like, you're basically just walking around with a bunch of pixels. It looks like you're IRL Minecraft or some shit. And most of the streamers have to turn their shit down to 480p because their phones can't handle doing 720p or 1080p. That's why streamers will go out and spend $2,000-$3,000 and buy the whole live streaming, you know, encoder system, whether it's the one I have or a different one. You can't live stream in good quality unless you spend that kind of money. And then, let alone the shit I'm trying to do, you want to hire a team to fucking do this shit? I've already talked about it in the past streams too, but like Roman Atwood paid $40,000 to have this shit done with a team of people when I can, let's say you spend $3,000 to get all the gear. You can do it for $3,000. That's way less than $40,000. So that's what I'm trying to make happen. I'm trying to see the capabilities and like what I need, like what would you need to do to be able to live stream a flight, a drive, fucking anything at 1080p at 60 or 720p at 30. Now, if I can get this system mounted on my own drone that I make, then I could legit just put 4 modems on here, and then if one cuts out or 2 cuts out, you still have other ones for backup. It can bond all the signals together. So if you're having, let's say, 5 megabytes up on T-Mobile, but you got 10 megabytes up on AT&T, you can combine the two through a server, a LRT server. You'll send the signal to the LRT server. The LRT server sends it to the Nginx server at your house or wherever you have it, maybe Amazon, cloud or whatever, if you start your own there. And then from the Amazon server or your home server, you could send that through OBS and OBS to YouTube or Facebook or wherever the fuck you want to stream to. So yeah, it's a lot of hurdles to jump, which is why you get the latency that you're seeing on the stream. But the latency wouldn't be so bad if it was streaming at 720p at 30 or 1080p at 60 or 30 or whatever. So basically, like, this will allow me to do more, but not any of the drones that are out right now can't make it happen. They're not set up to do it this way. They're just not. And you would have to set up your own servers and run things through all that to make this work, but it's not $40,000. That's what I'm getting at. Like who the fuck wants to pay that kind of money to get, a 10-minute video done for Facebook or YouTube or whatever? Nobody's going to spend that kind of money. And the people who are currently, skydiving, flying paramotors and ultralights and planes and drifting cars and racing cars and just whatever the fuck. All these people who use these kind of systems to live stream when they're doing an event, like, they're using really good equipment. That's why they're able to get, the high def quality that they're putting out.
but you're also seeing high def quality that is costing them an arm and a leg. This doesn't. And I know I've said that a million times, but I'm just trying to get the point across that everybody else who has been able to do what I'm doing right now has wasted way too much money to do it. And I'm trying to avoid that, or trying to help people not have to do that. Another thing with the modem I realize is if it's up in the air, a lot of people are saying, oh, you're going to go 100 feet up, you're going to lose signal. This thing actually has the ability to put in antennas. So we can put different kinds of antennas in here and test out which one's going to have the best signal the further you go. And if you have a booster to be able to boost the signal at all, as long as it's within range legally of what you're doing, then yeah, you could essentially go further away. I mean, people do it with FPV all the time, right? They get these crossfires, rapid links and everything. They've got ground stations, all sorts of stuff that they use to do long-range FPV. And in order to do that, they're using analog video, the old CCTV cameras, and every once in a while they'll throw on a GoPro on top with a strap and get, you know, high def footage for them to edit later. But why not live stream at that kind of quality? Why in 2019, 2020 are people still live streaming at dog shit quality, whether they're FPV pilots or not? And when you can do it in other ways. And I'm trying to show not only that, but maybe get ideas from some of you guys who understand how all these systems work, because I've gone to so many fucking people and asked for help and asked to help test this stuff out so I don't have to spend the money and time doing it myself. And what happened? Everybody either told me to go somewhere else, gave me a one-word answer, told me that they don't have the fucking time for me or whatever. Like, everybody was kind of a dick about it. A couple of people were nice, but they still sent me somewhere else. Like, everybody was just like, oh, why don't you go to this forum and ask people there? Why don't you do this? But these are people that I asked that have the experience and the knowledge that I would need to not waste my time and money on this. Because they could just say, oh yeah, that's not going to work and here's why. But instead, I'm having to try all of this out step by step in little fucking steps that cost a lot of money for each one. For what? When somebody could just tell me, like, yeah, dude, that ain't gonna work. So because I don't have that kind of help, I'm doing these videos in hopes that maybe somebody will see it and go, well, I understand what you're doing, and here's how you can make it happen in a better way, you know. So this is the basics of it, and hopefully somebody can come up with some cooler things that can be done with it other than just the ideas I have for it. I mean, dude, we could fucking essentially strap this shit to the chair and go fucking driving around the block with it, and you guys would be able to watch it live stream while a drone is following me with a second cam that I can switch back and forth through to my phone. Like, I could put my drone in follow mode and have it, like, you know, 100 feet behind me in the sky, just like watching me, and as I'm fucking driving this stupid chair. Oh, I'm pointing to this chair. You guys can't see it. I was saying, let's drive this thing down the road. We'll just put some motors on it. We'll make it like a mobility scooter, you know, on the bottom here where the handles are. We'll just put a little fucking thing and be like, vroom, vroom. But then, yeah, the point is, with this whole system, we can get it to where there's a lot of really cool stuff that can be done with it. It's just all based on, like, who has the creativity to make this 10 times cooler than I'm already making it. So here's a couple ideas that this whole system can make work. One of them is the cat room thing that I told you guys about, right? We can set up all these like crazy lasers and stuff. People can interact with the cats and donate to a good cause, you know, for people to adopt animals that need homes, and it could be used for so much more. So that's just one idea, right? Another idea I thought about was strapping this whole system to my car and driving around, and we can have a camera on the outside of the car as well as a camera on me, and then you guys could talk through Bluetooth through my car and also make the lights change when you guys are talking, kind of like you do now. When you write something in the chat or I play music, let me do that now, the lights in the back all start changing and shit. And basically that system would be set up in the front of a car on an LED strip, and you guys would be able to do the same thing that this is doing. And it would look like you guys are talking through the car. So it would be like a scuffed kit from Knight Rider. You guys would talk through a car while I could switch back and forth between the cameras, whether it's the camera on my shoulder or the camera on the car. Like, all this stuff can be done like a live TV show, you know? Like, people could do pranks with it and have a camera set up one place with a microphone somewhere else. And, you know, there's so many capabilities. And so there's the cat thing. The car thing's kind of cool. I don't know. You guys have heard me talk about all the different cool things that can be done with it, and I don't know, I just need help, man. I need somebody to bail me out when I get stuck in certain places, because all this stuff takes physics. It takes, all sorts of shit. To a boat, yes, that's another idea, Chech. So I thought I'm going to take a clear container and I'm going to put my good camera in it to live stream from, like probably my maybe my Lumix, or maybe I'll even just at first use like a GoPro since they're waterproof. And I was going to bring it to the lake over here across from my house that I've walked Luna around a bunch. You've probably seen it. I'm going to bring it to the lake and we're going to put a camera underwater while it's live streaming, and it's going to have a motor on it so I can like drive it around. I can't do it now because everything's going to be frozen over, like because of winter. But as soon as all the ice melts and everything, we're going to do that. We're going to put it on a boat. It would be cool to see underwater while I'm live streaming. So like we can do this and have a conversation while there's a boat like out doing stuff. The other, like, dude, I thought it was so cool. I just had these like visions of me being able to sit right here and do a live stream with the whole computer and still be able to have like FPV goggles or something on and just sit here outside the window or on my balcony, like flying a drone while we're having a full conversation. And you guys can look out of the drone and then maybe even do things where you can interact with the drone. Like maybe you can make lights change on the drone with chat commands like we do with these lights behind me. Maybe we can do... we had an idea, like when I went to this makerspace to ask them for help with building a drone, the answers that I needed were just like stuff like, what kind of propeller pitch am I going to need to lift 4 pounds up in the air? What kind of drone should I go with if I decide to build one myself? Should I go with a quad? Should I go with an octocopter? Whatever, octocopter, fucking 8 propellers, because I know that helps with redundancy. So if the thing's falling out of the sky or a motor glitches out, you have backup. So it's usually like redundancy and also helps with lifting more weight. Should I do that instead? Should I put it on a plane with just one motor in the front and fucking wings? Would that be easier to go, to make this happen? I don't know. But the point is, I'm going to at some point build a flying machine that I can put all of this on. I'm going to have to take everything out of its cases probably to save weight or drill into shit. I don't know, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. And we're going to go flying around, across the street where that big open spaces that has it's got the lake and there's all this open field and everything. I can go flying there without any problems. And I could take my regular live stream cam with me, which we're about to do because I'm going to go walk the dog. So I got to go bring her to the park. I'm going to take you guys with me so we can still talk. I would basically do the same thing. We would go over there, but I would have the drone live streaming to my server, to my OBS, and I would also be able to do, I think, my other one to it. So I could have both cameras while I'm out on the street. That's going to be like a harder thing to test out, but I'm going to make all that happen at some point. And I want to share it with everyone that may have some idea of what I'm doing to maybe have some help with these hurdles. I've contacted so many people, man, and it just sucks that nobody fucking wants to answer shit for me. And it's simple questions that I know they have the answers to. This is another thing I want to test, is how far can I fly away before the controller would lose signal? And I would have to do that very low to the ground in a very open space, because if I do it up high, it's going to come crashing down if I lose signal to the Wi-Fi, because if the Wi-Fi is controlling the flight. It could also be done with GPS if you just put in a GPS. Like, imagine having this thing on a drone and then putting in a GPS location and having it live stream its whole flight to that location. Or like live stream, its flight on its way there and then, I don't know, fucking shit on people. Like open up a hatch and just drop poop while it's live streaming. That would be fun, right? My next drone idea, a poop dropping drone. Yeah, Lightbridge, that's the other one. That's the other one I couldn't remember the name. Lightbridge is limited because, I don't know. Does it have HDMI out? I asked about Lightbridge in a couple forums and people didn't really have the answers to that. Plus, Lightbridge is kind of expensive. But I don't know if it's capable of doing what I needed to do. Because usually, like I said, everything's HDMI in but not out. If Lightbridge is the way to go to test some of this shit out, I'll fucking do it. But can it do both? Responsive navigation, real-time video. Yes, that would be definitely something I would need. Transmission range up to 5 kilometers. Okay. Launch your own MIDI satellite, bro. You can then run your own live. Yeah, satellites are too slow, though. And they're very hard to get connection data rates to when you have clouds or bad weather. And radio signals are way better for that. Satellite sucks for that kind of stuff.
And there's a lot of latency with satellite too. You're not being unrealistic. I'm open to all ideas. If you said launching a mini satellite would fucking work, I would start looking into the way, how can I make it so that I can get an affordable mini satellite up in the fucking sky that can live stream. I would fucking do it if I could. But I'm just trying to figure out like what options are out there right now that can help me test this stuff out. My thing is I can only try one little thing at a time unless somebody else has the stuff and they want to work with me on testing it, you know? Like if somebody else contacted me and was like, hey bro, I got a fucking light bridge, you want to meet up? And we would plan it out and then we could try it and see like can their drone carry this shit far away? I've contacted people who build like heavy lifting drones and delivery drones and stuff. And they were just like, yeah, good luck with your idea, bro. It ain't doable. Bullshit. I already proved my concept yesterday, so I know it's doable. It's just they don't understand the technology between the Nginx LRT servers and transcoders and encoders. And I understand it because I worked with CCTV for so long. No, you mean like a balloon 10,000 feet up, like solar-powered, low-altitude thing that can hover and provide signal like a solar-powered Raspberry Pi Wi-Fi server. Yeah, I mean, let's just attach a bunch of balloons to my house and we could just make my whole house the server. We just go like Up, like the movie Up. We could just take the house up into the sky and just let it sit there. Alright, we're connected, bitches. Now I just gotta turn on the camera. This didn't come from Banggood, this all came from Amazon. And it only took a couple hours, apparently. Because I ordered it this morning, and it fucking arrived same day. On a Sunday, by the way. Alright, we got video. I don't know, are you guys hearing the audio? Where's it coming from? Yeah, that's not gonna be good. Or, oh, I could just unplug this. And then it won't be getting audio. Duh. Okay. Fuck the audio for now.
Yeah, audio not through stream though from you speakers.
Yeah, good. Okay. I know exactly what was happening now. So I got it taken care of. This thing's getting kind of warm too. But it won't matter if it's out my window because it's fucking cold out. This has an OSD too. I should test it out. Wait. How do I hold this? Dude, this is so cool. There's like no latency. I hope this works outside my window.
I'm glad I woke up in time. What receiver is that video?
Hang on, let me run upstairs and back down real quick and see how much it gets.
Good quality so far. Fish eye hut.
Okay, did we lose video at all? Because I ran all the way upstairs and back down. But I don't know if I lost video. Did it make it upstairs? Oh shit, you can even see, my room is pitch black. And you were able to see inside my bedroom. That's sick. Dude, it was literally pitch, like I couldn't even see in the bedroom when I ran in there. I just pointed the camera in to see what it would look like. There's a little glitches there, but that's because I'm running around too. And it's radio signal, so it's, holy shit. That's amazing. It's gonna work out the window. For sure. 100%. I fucking knew this shit would work.
The cold weather sucks. 2 more months of freezing weather.
Fucking knew it. Imagine too in the summer when it fucking heats up and I'm able to fly that thing for a lot longer. Hell yeah. We're gonna fucking make this shit work. I know it looks crazy right now, okay? I know, but it's gotta look crazy before it can look buttoned up. Little by little.
Pull my hair.
Hell yeah. Dude, if I could get, like, okay, so, Pixhawk makes optical, like an optical flow sensor, and, Basically, they have sensors that can do obstacle avoidance as well, just like the DJI does. So it's like it's expensive. Let me see how much they cost. Yeah, so the one sensor's $119 for these things. Okay, so my idea is if this all works out, but this drone can't lift the weight of the stuff that I want to lift, then there's another like body for it and motors, but I'll get those if I need to. But for right now, I think I might have everything I need to make it happen. Let's just see if it connects, because fuck it, why not? Nope, still doesn't see him. Alright, that's fine.
Motor test, safety switch.
Duh.
Motor
I
test,
always forget the safety switch. Alright, they're spinning the right way. Let me get this thing tidied up a little bit so I can close it up. We'll just pretend this is all tidy anyway. But it's fine. The little hold it together, I hope. Fuck it. Just fly already. We're going to give it the power of the sevens before it flies, okay?
7777777777777.
Alright, let's do it.
System idle.
Oh, shush.
SD.
Hey DRO, what's up?
We're 7 ganging it up for the drone. We need luck, because it ain't gonna do too well right now, but we just hope that when it crashes, it doesn't break anything, so we can get it back up in the air again. Let us be the one to fly a dildo drone once this is all working. One thing left to do. Okay, I put some blankets in this room over here on the floor with a pillow, and that way I can at least try to like get it up off the ground, maybe land on the pillow. Maybe it'll hit the ceiling and break everything. I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh god, I'm scared.
Me too. It's that song again.
Oh, I'm excited.
I don't like it when I feel like this sickness and hurt feelings put my energy levels way high and then it starts affecting electronic devices around me and I just got shocked by my earbuds.
Yeah, we got it off the ground. Falcor's coming towards it, so I gotta turn it off.
I'm shook already.
Wahoo.
LOL Falcor.
Nice DRO.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Not real sturdy though.
I had a motor curve on my transmitter I forgot to turn off because it was for my for the game that I've been playing. Let me shut it off.
Congrats on getting your drone working, bro.
Thank you.
Oops. Rip. Rest in peace.
So what happened there is it went from like 0 to like 100 with the littlest throttle blip, so I have to be super careful because I took all my expos off. So now that I don't have those to help throttle it, it's gonna go from like 0 to 100. So maybe I'll turn on the throttling back down on the transmitter just for now,
so I can get like a handle of where it's comfortable to like hover. Still too hard. Let me kill it.
Then it's going out of the right now.
I think I know what's going on. I think I know what might be happening. Just let me test it real quick, because it might be that this channel 6 R knob is turned either too high or too low, causing this to happen. So I'm gonna try putting it in a different location than it was at when I first started it. Let me see. Hang on, Luna. This knob is definitely making it throttle up faster and slower. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. Hold on, Luna. Alright. So let me, okay, so since it is still twitching, and if you think it's because it is tied down, then I'm going to
I'm gonna see if I can either make something to let it take off a little bit without flying too crazy, or I can bring it outside and just let Luna in, but then I'm gonna have to just hit the kill switch if it does that whole thing that it just did where it just throttles up real fast. So basically all I'm gonna check right now real quick is to make sure whether or not it just changed the settings, because it might have just updated the settings when I disarmed it. That's what it's supposed to do, and I just want to make sure it's saving. I don't see... Is it? Maybe I don't remember what you said it was named. Hang on. RC1 reversed and RC3 reversed. Alright, let me check that. Give me a moment. Did I wire it backwards? No, I wired it the same way I had it wired before, because I labeled everything with numbers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you tell it in the software to flip, it should flip. Gentle takeoffs tend to have flips. Yeah, that's true too, but it's definitely behaving different than it did the other day when I was in the backyard. Like when I was in the backyard and I gave it some motor and it like took off in the air for a little bit, even though it was wobbly, like that felt like it was correct. Right now, it doesn't feel that way at all. Like it feels like it's just gonna flip. Like it doesn't, like I could tell from feeling the way the wind's coming from it. I don't know how to explain it. I could tell it's different. Like it's not something wasn't right. And these motors are spinning the correct way, but I think because they're numbered incorrectly right now somehow, that's causing it to inadvertently not act the way it's supposed to. Like maybe it's trying to compensate number 4 for the correct tilt, but then it's using the opposite motor to try to correct that tilt, and that's why it's flipping all the way, because it's actually helping it. That's what I think's happening, is that it's backwards on the motor that it's trying to compensate. But let me check this motor T curve. I don't see it. Yeah, I think I should open it and check the wiring too. At least I can troubleshoot this shit now.
Error compass
3, 4. Let me double check on this page. 3. All right, they're numbered correctly. If I do any how-to videos, it would be great. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna fucking seriously rip this whole thing apart, and like once I get it flying and I know it's tuned and working and I understand like this is what was wrong with it, then at least I can explain better the problems I had. But right now I don't want to make a video and the thing still not work. That would make no sense. Here, wait, sit. You got a sticker on you. You had a sticker on you, little lady. Yeah, I got it off. You're fine. You're fine now. I saved your life. I saved your life. No more sticker on you. Yeah, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know. Oh. Good girl. What happened? You want to go back outside? What? You good? You good, huh? You good with all your howls? Oh, and growlings. Let me finish, okay? What? What? Are you singing? Are you singing? Alright. Alright. We good. We good. Now you're all pretty. You're all good. You ready to go outside? Go find your big date through the fence? Go see your boyfriend? Yeah, she does talk a lot. Yeah, PDB's all wired correctly. I'll check the ESCs. Because A is supposed to be motor 1. It doesn't say. Back here are the ones that are going into the Pixhawk, and they're going into the right ports. You know, when I was doing the programming on the ESCs, I remember the numbers seemed off because number 11 was number 4, showing up in the software as number 4.
or sorry, number 11 was showing up as number 1, and number 8 was showing up as number 4. So it was all backwards in the app. So maybe it's just reading them wrong in the ESC app, and that's why they're reversed in the wrong ones. But we'll find out right now. All right, I basically connected it with an Arduino, and I'm into the ESC wires here. And I've got number 8 and number 1, 11 and 4. I'm about to power them on. And test number 2359. Clap saddle will let you take control for a little bit. Do me right. Okay, this is mode am I in? Flight mode 1. Okay. This is travel all the way. Okay, it's turning to the right. But that might have been my bad. It's all twitchy. Okay. Okay. At least it's getting up. Okay, I got an idea. A little bit more. Okay, it's flying in the direction it's supposed to. It's just twitchy. I just don't want it to hit the ground hard. All right, it flipped. All right, we're getting better. It's better. It's getting better. Throttle's definitely better. Okay, stay there. I'm adjusting the PIDs. Okay. Let me land it. Okay. I gotta adjust it a little more. See if I can get it. Let me kill it. It was getting a little too close to the fence. It's losing strength with not being screwed together. You think it's the arms are flopping around a little too much? Idling sounds okay. Once it throttles into the air, it shakes. You didn't screw it together, the two halves. You taped it together. Oh, the tape is moving. Okay, could be. Body is oscillating because it's... Okay, yeah, that could be true. You're right. But I don't... See... The reason why I don't fully think that's the problem is only because I've had it when the PIDs were different yesterday, or not yesterday, but the last time I flew it out here, it was way more erratic, and now it's becoming better. And the only thing that really changed mainly is the tuning. Tune mode. Not really doing anything. Flight mode 2. Oh, wait. For a second there, it got stable. Oh. It's like, it's getting stable and then it stops. No, it's going down. No, it's not. Okay. I wonder if like a motor maybe is like... No, it's definitely tuning. Because it's staying up.
it's got Tourette's. Ooh, wait. Come back. It's controllable though. It's getting a little better, you know? Oh, wait. When I kick it, it gets stable. It's just when I leave it that it's not. Look at that. It gets stable when I kick it. Yeah, the throttle's a little weird too. Like I'm giving it a lot of throttle and it's not doing much different. Oop. Kill it. Got a little wonky there for a second. That is all tune, turbulence. Yeah, technically it's bouncing around, it's prop wash, yeah.
Yes! That was good, that was good. Hell yeah.
Did you guys see that? It was stable for like a second. How you fix it? I don't fucking know, my guy.
Killed it, because I don't want to break them.
So I'm gonna try launching it up from the ground without the blanket being under it, because I feel like it's causing it to throw some turbulence up. Let's try this again.
Yes, it works! We got it! Yeah! That's what's up, bitches! You motherfucker said I wouldn't get it. Fuck off, dickwads. It works. Fuck yeah. You know what's next. Fuck yeah. Thank you guys for helping me with this shit. I really appreciate all of the fucking support from those of you guys who actually give a shit. Okay. There's still some problems with it. The throttle's still a little sketch. It feels like there's an expo of some sort on the throttle. I'll bring it outside. Here's what I'm experiencing. When I launch, I go up here, nothing happens. Then when I get up here, it kicks in, right? In about center spot, it kicks in. Then I get it off the ground and I start hovering, you know, by just lightly tapping it up and down, and then I was trying to keep it centered. But then it started going up. Like I kept the throttle normal, but it started going up higher on its own, like fast.
So then I took the throttle down, but it didn't respond right away. It took like a second before it started dropping again. And then when I saw it dropping fast, I had to throw the throttle back up. So something with the tuning is still a bit off. Throttle's almost like on a delay. Like I can feel kind of like a curved delay, if that makes any sense. Dude, it fucking works. Dude, and it's not even getting too hot. Like, I can put my hands on it. Like, the motors are warm, but they're not, like, overheating. None of that. And those motherfuckers told me I couldn't get it to work with a Pixhawk, that I needed a different one. But I got it with the Pixhawk working. So what I want to check right now is what the tune is at, and if it's any different from what I took a screenshot. We need eyes on the fucking bird. No, look, it says 14 instead of 5 on the IMAX, but the other numbers are all the same. Well, let's see if it changes. Yeah, same shit. Yo, Red Dead, what's up? How's it going? I'm gonna get this thing set up so I can bring it outside and try it out. And I was thinking if it works good, I might even put on these other carbon fiber blades. I'll use these blades for now, and then if it's all good,
DRO Brothers ASSEMBLE.
do the rest. But
No, I am at my aunt and uncle's for a few days. Tuning
maybe
for
see if it'll do some of the tuning. Hell yeah, Dro Bros, what up? The camera's already in it, and it's gonna come on either way, but it would probably take me another 15 minutes to just set up the whole thing for you guys to view it. But let's get it up in the air. You guys can watch me do that, and then yeah, we'll come back and add the camera to the computer. I don't even know, man. Well, I guess we gotta see if this camera's gonna burn out. There's a fan in there with it.
Nice.
That's gonna kill some of the battery too, but whatever. It's not gonna kill that much of it, but I'm hoping that it at least helps. I'll scope everything out, make sure I'm clear.
You gonna fly it at the cemetery?
Gonna have to be a little careful because it doesn't have any obstacle avoidance like the DJI did. Oh yeah, I forgot you're supposed to turn on the transmitter first and then that, otherwise it gets stuck in bind mode. Not a big deal. So you're supposed to, it's supposed to automatically bind if you turn on the transmitter first. Okay. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, okay, it did work. Nice. So I don't have to keep binding it every time. And hopefully I don't hit a tree. Or myself. Nope. The throttle was being weird. I didn't want to send it.
Flight mode 2, flight mode 1.
I might have to disarm it or rearm it. Okay, let's try again. It's not very responsive with the throttle. Nope. Let me take it into like a different mode. No, hang on. It's stable, but the throttle, like, it's being laggy again. I think it saved those settings in the computer, the weird throttle setting. See, auto-tune should fix it, but I can't start out like that. So let me just go reset that. Everything else is fine. Like, moving forward, backwards, left and right is fine. It's just going fast. Oh, great, Falcor, you vomited on the floor. Thank you, I appreciate that. So let me just fix this real quick and we'll get right back to it. Okay. Transmitter, then drone. It's twitchy. Hold on. We're good though. We're still good. It was just being a little weird, so hang on a second. We'll try that again. Yeah, throttle's like auto switching being weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's in this mode because it's not tuned yet. Yeah, I think that's the video thing beeping too. See if I can get the altitude hold to work. It's just not staying in one spot because the GPS isn't fixed, but the altitude hold I think was working. Okay, let me see if I can get it to auto-tune. Okay, it's in auto-tune, so it should be anyway. But it's not twitching. Maybe it's not actually. Oh, I might have changed it. Let's try again. I mean, it's smooth. This throttle's not super responsive, but that's okay. I'll fix it. Everything else is. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad though. There it goes. It's in auto-tune. All right. Let me get back over here. All right, we got it. That's what those little twitches are. It's trying to tune. And every time I give it a command, it stops for a second. I don't know how far it can go yet, so I'm gonna keep it close while it tunes. Where's the camera? I'll hook up the camera after it tunes. I just didn't want to spend 20 minutes hooking up the camera if this thing's not even tuned to really fly right. Yeah, if I can get this thing to be super responsive, yeah, it'll be great. No, too close to the trees, buddy. Yeah, there's no sensors to avoid trees right now, so I have to do it all manually. He's dancing. Might need a better battery and motors though to carry more weight and a different frame, but I'll deal with that as we get there. Nice, it's doing more smooth tune. Man, there's no wind right now. It is perfect for this. I couldn't even hope for a better day. I just hope it doesn't start raining just yet. Oh wait, I'll go down. Not all the way. I think it's trying to land on its own, but I don't know for sure. I think it's done tuning, so it's trying to land. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Okay, that should have saved the settings. Let me go grab it. Okay, now what? Image enhance. Enhance! Contrast. Okay, auto is fine, I guess. But let's see what options we got. Just waiting for the feed. I got it. Got the feed, got the feed, got the feed, guys. Alright. Perfect song. This'll do. Do you guys want to see it take off, or you want to watch me fly it? We're binded. Yeah, lift off. I need goggles to see where I'm flying for sure. So I'm gonna FPV it. 'Cause it's hard to tell on the screen. Oh, the concentration! My nose is itchy! Holy shit. Hell yeah. I was just floating around in my kitchen and everything. That was fun, right? I gotta watch it back. Hang on. Okay. Alright. So it took a little bit of jerry-rigging, but you know, we got it. We got it. It fucking works, okay? Okay? Alright, bitches? Hell yeah. Yeah, look, I got the camera right here. Look, see the little red camera right there? I just hot glued it for now. I mean, I'm gonna put it in something better, but that was just to test it, you know, to make sure it works. And it does. Oh yeah. Thanks, Falcor. Thanks. Thank you, Falcor. Dude, imagine this could be like live streamed at events. Like, if you wanted to get drone footage of, like, let's say a drift event and they had approved it commercially, like, you could just have the drone follow all the drift cars and it could be live, like on fucking ESPN 3000 or whichever one they do drift competitions on. I don't know. I'm just making shit up, but there's so many different uses for something like this. I wonder how far this can go if you have all the increased power shit on it. It looks good on the screen. Like, I could actually fly like that if the camera was pointed correctly, like on the correct angle, and I was in some sort of rate mode. Like, I could fly like that. Just watching my monitor, it's pretty good quality. I could see exactly what I'm doing. I wonder if all my shit blew off my table when I flew backwards in there. I see it flip my mat up. Good thing I swept in there. Alright, guys. I am getting out of here for tonight. Thank you for joining me on this weird excursion of getting this stupid drone up in the air. Till tomorrow, when I can fly it outside. Maybe we'll test it in the park. Hi. I hope you guys have a good night. It's like 2 in the morning here. Thank you, Ghostface. You're excited for tomorrow, Julia? Me too. Hopefully it does well in the air outside, and hopefully the weather's not too bad or anything. I'm almost afraid to look, but we're out. Peace out. Good night. See you later. Tommy, Autumn, Julia, thank you again for becoming sponsor. Good night, Ghostface. And everyone else who's still watching. The other 20 of you who are lurking in the background. Good night. See you in a few hours. You want to say bye, Falcor? That's him waving goodbye to you guys. Bye. Bye.